we're currently at Edinburgh Waverley. My plan was to film before I left the house, but we were a bit late, and then it was a plan to film on the walk up, but it was so windy today. So anyway, we're at Edinburgh Waverley Station. Hopefully you can hear me over the announcements. If you watched a recent video where I went to Abbotsford for the day, and I passed through a place called Stow. Sorry, it's so loud. Finally, it's a bit quieter. Anyway, I was saying when I went to Abbotsford, I passed through a really cute little place called Stow, and I made a note to revisit it. So since my mum is in town, we're having a little day trip to Stow. Nothing today. Arrived in Stow, and it's so even prettier than I could have imagined. It's lovely. We're just really enjoying a little wander down from the station to the main town area, and we're quite hungry, so we're going to look for somewhere for lunch. They're adorable. So we were walking along the river to visit the well, but we've come to some gates. I don't know if you can see it just behind my mum. And after that there's not really a path, so yeah, we've enjoyed the walk along the lovely little river, but yeah, I don't think we'll see the well today. We're just heading back to the station now. So it's a few days later and my mum is back home. She was here for a few days and we had such a lovely visit. Stow was probably one of my favourite outings that we did, but we also went to Seaton Sands and Cokensey, which is sort of up towards East Lothian. I didn't end up filming that one, but we did have a really lovely day out, and the rest of the time was just spent in and around Edinburgh. We didn't go up to the city centre, but we had nice walks in Leith and Newtown, so that was really lovely. A really nice time with my mum. But when it came around to editing this video, I realised that I really didn't share too many of my opinions or what I thought of it, and I think that's genuinely because I was having such a good time. Stow has ended up being one of my favourite day trips. I don't know if it was... It wouldn't be for everyone because there's not a lot to do there, but personally I just loved the scenery. It was so picturesque, and I really liked that there weren't tons of other visitors. I think it was just me and my mum. Everyone else that we came across I think was a local. And I loved the fact that they have a bookshop, and a really good bookshop as well, and I think it was the owner that we spoke to. He was just really friendly with recommendations, and it was actually a really big shop. It consisted of sort of 2 rooms downstairs and sort of 2 rooms upstairs as well. So it was a really beautiful shop. If you're in that part of the country, please do visit them if you enjoy bookshops. It's highly recommend popping in. And also the cafe was really good. Other than that, there isn't a ton. There's the bookshop, the cafe, and the post office, which also sells little things, and I'm going to show you a little haul in a second. I didn't buy much, but it's fun. So I think it was just really nice to especially escape Edinburgh during August, which can be really busy, and go somewhere where it was just really peaceful, and we had lovely walks, and the cafe wasn't really busy. We didn't have to queue to get in or anything, and it was just really lovely place. And I quite enjoy a day trip to somewhere where you can actually see everything in one day, whereas sometimes I love visiting Glasgow, but sometimes I feel I don't know what the word would be, but I always leave wanting to see more, which is a good thing, because there is just so much to see in Glasgow, whereas in Stow we very much managed, I think, to see mostly everything in an afternoon, and we left feeling very sort of content that we'd seen a good portion of the place, and would love to revisit, maybe even in like autumn or another season, because I'm sure it's beautiful during autumn. So yeah, really enjoyed our visit. So now on to a little haul of things that I bought. So from the bookshop, you will have already seen, I showed it, I'm pretty sure, in the video, I got the Virginia Woolf Mrs. Dalloway, and I've never read any Virginia Woolf, and this was just such a beautiful cover, and inside as well, oh, I've been reading a little bit, it's this lovely little pattern inside as well, which works as a bookmark, and I think there's a quote on the back as well. So yeah, couldn't resist this little classic. And they've also got other versions of her books there as well, which look lovely. So if I enjoy her writing, I'll maybe try and get the other ones, but that was a little souvenir from the bookshop. And then when we were at the post office looking at the dogs were adorable. They were so cute. I think that they must have belonged to like a local farmer or someone who owned sheep, because they seemed like working dogs, and I think the man was popping into the post office to do something, and they were waiting for him, and they were so well behaved. I think that there was so many in the van as well. I think in the video maybe it only showed 4 dogs, but I think there was at least 6 dogs in there, and they were so quiet, they weren't barking, but anyway, they were so sweet. So we went into the bookshop because we saw these in the window, and they are little like bags for your shopping, and they fold up into a little, am I right in saying that this is a Westie? I think a Scottie is white, so potentially this is a Westie, and a little blue tit, maybe? Is this a blue tit? So I'll show you because it's really cute when they're open as well. And these were actually on sale. They were supposed to be £3, but they were selling them for £2, which, yeah. And this is actually from a brand called Sass and Bell, which you can get other places as well in case you want it. So when you open up the bag, it's this lovely, almost like cherry blossom print on it. And then the bird sits on the branch, which I don't know if that's showing up, but there's a branch there. So the bird sits on the branch, and then obviously you can fold him back up again. And then the dog, there we go. So he opens up in his house actually. So there's the fireplace and his bed and his bone and his bowl. So I just thought these are adorable. I've been looking for just a little bag that can fold up really easily and put it in my like backpack or my tote bag. And these are a little bit extra than I was expecting. I was expecting just a very simple one, but when I saw these and they were so cheap, I couldn't resist it. They're so cute. I probably didn't need to buy 2 either, but anyway. So yeah, that's our visit to Stow. I definitely will be back. It makes me want to move there and retire there or something. It's just so picturesque and people seem so friendly. Obviously, maybe it's different if you live there, I'm not sure, but yeah, a really good impression it made on us. So anyway, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.